It's been a while since I made a fragrance video, but here we are. I got 2 of the Mochiglow Discovery sets. The blue one is a tea and desserts collection, and the pink one is a fun and fruity collection. I think the simplest way to describe Mochiglow and their perfumes are that they are Asian-inspired, hyper-realistic gourmand perfumes. So I only tried a few of them so far, but my first impression is that these perfumes are what they say they are. For example, mango sticky rice. That was the first one I tried because I love mango sticky rice in real life. It smells like mango sticky rice. It is not a mango sticky rice inspired perfume. It is not mango inspired. It's not like a coconut lactonic ricey inspired perfume with other floral notes and base notes of like woods and stuff. Like it is straight up mango, coconut milk, rice. I tried the peach yogurt also, knowing that I wouldn't really like it because I don't know how I feel about yogurt scents. And as much as I love to eat peaches, I noticed that peach perfumes always smell a little bit like cat pissy to me. I don't know, there's just something about peach that can turn into cat pee. It was a little bit too strong, too realistic for me. But that being said, like it smelled like juicy peach slices and very slightly, fermented yogurt. Like that's what it was. The Jasmine Tea one, I was trying to like spritz around my collarbones and accidentally got some in my hair. 2 days and a shower later, I could still catch whiffs of it in my hair. And this was strong. And this smells exactly like how jasmine tea tastes. I remember years ago when I would go into the city with my best friend at the time, we would always stop at this bubble tea shop and I would always get taro because I love the flavor of taro. She would always get just straight up jasmine tea with the tapioca pearls. And I would take a little sip of it and I would be like, this is so strong, it's so floral. It's like shampoo. And she's like, I know, that's why I like it. I like to, drink shampoo, basically. And that's what this smelled like. It smelled like how jasmine tea tastes. This was such a fragrance bomb, like strong, and you could smell it from far away, and it lasted forever. Matcha Cloud, my husband actually tried this one, and he loved it. He loved it on himself. He said, I would wear this, which is amazing because usually my husband does not like fragrances. He does not like perfumes, but he likes how hyper realistic it is. He said, I like this because it smells like matcha. It smells like a matcha latte is in front of my nose. It does not smell like a matcha inspired perfume with other flowers and bullshit like that. They sent me a little free sample along with my order, cereal milk. This one smells like Fruit Loops. It has that sugary, like almost citrusy, like fake lemon, fake lime smell. Sugary, fake lemon lime. Yes, it's lactonic. There's milk in here. And it was quite strong. From far away, it smells really good, but up close, it reminded me too much of like a sassafras leaf. If you've ever encountered a sassafras tree or sapling in real life, you can chew the stem and it actually has a kind of sweet but citrusy flavor like Fruit Loops. And when you smack the leaf, it smells like citronella. The ones that I have not tried yet that I'm about to try right now are watermelon soju, lychee jelly, strawberry mochi, Yuzu Passion, although I feel like this whole thing is gonna be great for warm weather. Here in Pennsylvania, we're already dipping into 40s as we get closer to November, so I feel like the tea and desserts is going to be better for cool weather. This has more of the sweet, heavier gourmands that are like bready and sugary and milky. So I really feel like tea and desserts for cool weather, fun and fruity for warm weather. But I'm gonna do a quick test on the fun and fruity ones that I haven't tried so far. This is watermelon soju. Wow, okay. So this is like one of those like Sour Patch Kids gummy watermelons. It's not quite as sour. There's only like a hint of sourness, but it has that really like juicy, like my mouth is watering, really juicy, like gummy watermelon candy. Or like watermelon blow pop, but without the bubble gum on the middle. I'm not smelling a whole lot of like soju. And this is supposed to have a little bit of citrus and like agave nectar in it. And I'm not really smelling a lot of that either. It's possible that when it dries down, I'll get more of that, but right now it's just like straight up watermelon candy. It has a little bit of that like watery, cucumbery, like watermelon rind, like green, fresh, aquatic, ozonic kind of smell to it. But yeah, that's just like straight up watermelon candy. If you like gourmands, like if you're even a little bit of a gourmand girly, you will love this whole thing. Everyone smells edible, like hyper realistic, photorealistic, edible, whatever it says it is. Lychee jelly. Even lychees, every time I've ever tried a lychee, it's like not a super strong flavor. It's very mild. So let's see what happens with this. Oh, okay. Again, lychee by itself is a very mild flavor, a mild scent. It hardly has any smell at all. And even if you like eat one, it's not a very strong flavor. So I feel like they really did have to jazz this up with other things. Now this says there's water lily in here. This is floral. This is actually quite floral. This one is probably the most perfumey of all the ones that I've tried so far. Like, yes, it's sugary and yes, it's fruity, but it really reminds me of champagne. It reminds me of like a sparkling fruity champagne or like a cocktail. You know, there's like a very kind of botanical, aromatic, floral undertone to all of this. That being said, it's still like really sophisticated, really fun. I feel like I would wear this to like brunch if I did brunch. Like if I were still living in New York and went out and did things with friends, and if we went to like boozy brunch on a summer day, like this is something that I would wear to match the vibe. But I don't do those things anymore. Strawberry mochi. I don't know why I didn't try this one already, because I love mochi. Ooh. Oh, that's good. That is, it smells a little bit more fluffy and marshmallowy than true mochi. Like mochi is, you know, dough, it's rice flour, so it is chewy. Sometimes when I bite into like the skin of mochi, it can remind me a little bit of fondant. So I think it's kind of treading that line of somewhere it's like a little bit marshmallowy. And they do mention rice in the notes, but I think they like amped it up with vanilla sugar. So like it's strawberry. It smells edible. It smells like you can sink your teeth into it. If you want it to project, like other people will smell you. We're up to mango sticky rice, which I did try. This was the first one I tried when I got the package. This I want a full bottle of. And I actually don't want to spray anymore right now because I know I love it. But it's just so good because I like coconut. But it's very hard for me to find a summertime coconut fragrance that does not smell like sunblock. I am not a sunblock vibes girly. Like, I do not like coconut perfumes that smell like sunblock. So the fact that they were able to add a very realistic mango note in here and also give it something kind of like chewy and like really like delicious like the rice, like I want a full bottle of this. And I feel like it could also work in cool weather. Like mango coconut, yes, very tropical, but because it's got that like kind of creamy, warm, like vanilla rice kind of note in there, I feel like you could also wear this in the wintertime. So this is like, this checks all the boxes for me and it's versatile and you could wear it probably any season, any occasion and smell delicious. I love this. Yuzu Passion. So I'm not super clear on what yuzu by itself smells like. There's passion fruit in here also, which I think is also a very mild fruit. Like passion fruit to me doesn't have a very strong smell. It has a distinct smell, but it's not very strong and it wouldn't stand out to me. And there's also like papaya and guava in here. Again, these are kind of like weird fruits that are not strong. They're unique, but they're not strong. This smells like a very fruity shampoo. Similar to the lychee, this smells slightly more floral and less edible. Like, it's still very fruit forward. Like, you can tell this is supposed to smell like fruit, but this does smell like a citrusy, like herbal essences shampoo to me. Or like the Garnier Fructis, they had like a citrus scented flat iron spray. It kind of smells like that. Out of everything I smelled so far, I think I love every single one of them. And I don't dislike this one, but Yuzu Passion is probably my least favorite that I've smelled out of the whole bunch. Jasmine Tea, like I said, super strong, super realistic. I don't want to spray it again because that's all I'm going to smell for the rest of the day. But I'm just telling you, like, it is Jasmine Tea cranked up to 11. You get the jasmine blossoms, you get the vegetal green kind of bitter note. It is balanced out with a little bit of like a sweet kind of honey. There is supposedly some violet in there, but I'll be honest, man, I don't detect any violet. To me, it's just green, green, green. Maybe if it were violet leaf, it would make more sense. I'll do another small spray of the Matcha Cloud just because I can't quite remember what it smelled like. Yeah, they add, oh, the matcha is there though. The matcha is really good. It has that green, bitter, like powdery, kind of chalky, like num 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 feeling. When my husband orders matcha lattes, he always requests extra matcha powder. He actually likes it a little bit chalky. But with this scent, they add a little bit of white chocolate and caramel and pistachio. I'm a sucker for pistachio. I usually love anything with pistachio. There's only a very small amount of pistachio here. It's supposed to be toasted, but it's kind of giving like a slightly bitter burnt almond, which is not bad, but I feel like I'm getting that kind of burnt nutty note and the nutty chocolatey notes more. Even though I just sprayed this a few seconds ago, the top note of the matcha and the green tea is already fading, and now it's just starting to smell like nutty and powdery. I kind of lost the greenness of it already, or maybe my nose is just getting fatigued. But it's still like very realistic, very sweet, very edible. White Rabbit. This was very sweet to me. Very milky, very sweet, very vanilla, very sugary. Kind of like vanilla extracty. Yeah, there's tonka bean in here. Oh, it smells like those Christmas sugar cookies with the sugar crystal sprinkles. My mom would always buy these colorful, and I think it was just sugar. I think it was just sugar with food coloring. Like this really pretty blue kind of sand looking sprinkles and green and red. That's what this is. Taro Ice Cream. This was like one of the main reasons I ordered these samples, was because I really wanted to get a taro perfume. Taro by itself is not a super strong note. If I had to explain it, it's like a cross between a sweet potato and maybe like a nutty marzipan-y kind of flavor. So I feel like they had to try to ramp it up with a lot of other notes, and it kind of just comes off smelling like buttered popcorn. It smells like a Jelly Belly buttered popcorn jelly bean, because they had to add like toasted coconut. Supposedly there's like oat milk and vanilla custard in here. So it just has like a sweet, salty, like good. It has a good smell, but it doesn't smell like ice cream. It doesn't have like a cold scent to it, which I know is difficult to describe, but like there are some perfumes out there where they do manage to somehow make it smell like gelato or make it smell like ice cream, even though you can't infuse a freezing temperature in a perfume, but they do somehow come up with notes that make something smell cold. Like I have Donna Karan New York Be Delicious Cool Swirl. That's supposed to smell like pistachio gelato, and it does. Like it somehow smells cool, like ice cream. This doesn't smell cool. This smells warm. It smells toasted. It smells, like I said, like buttered popcorn. This is not bad, but it's not what I was hoping for. It's kind of missing that sweet, starchy element of taro, to me. Asian Bakery. Now, like I said, this one's salt. It's got butter, it's got sea salt, yeast, and it has like a fresh, like flour note. It really smells like one of those pulley-aparty, light, fluffy rolls. If you've never been to an Asian bakery, I guess the next closest thing you could think of is those Pillsbury crescent rolls. the pulley-aparty, buttery, savory, flaky, fluffy. I would get a full bottle of this. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, I want bread now. Oh, it just smells like a fresh dinner roll. It's so freaking good, man. If you like carbs, you'll love this. And last one, I did sample it already, but I can't remember what I thought of it, or maybe I just didn't spray enough to get a good whiff of it. Bubble tea. So this is supposed to smell like black tea, milk, caramel boba, and brown sugar. So usually when I get boba or like tapioca pearls, they don't have a flavor. They're just chewy, gelatinous, like tapioca starch. Brown sugar might be good. I'm hit or miss on lactonic things, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the milk. I do smell caramel and brown sugar. It's not super milky, at least not yet. I wish the black tea note were stronger, or they just did something different. Like, I feel like it doesn't need the caramel. Because this just smells like very brown sugary oatmeal. And like, I don't know if there's a classic bubble tea flavor. I just feel like this needs a little bit more bitterness or a little bit more of like a tea, you know, like dehydrated tea. It's just smelling like fancy brown sugar oatmeal. So it's okay. So there you have it. And like I said, the cereal milk, it's Fruit Loops. I don't want to spray it again. I did spray a bunch of it, and with this sticker on, I can't really see how much is left, so I'm going to save that for a day that I want to smell like cereal. So that's all for today. Thank you for smelling with me, and I will smell you later.